This video is basically strategies for a really good chess game. And one of the games that I really have been a huge fan of board games since I was a little kid. And there were plenty of board games where I lived, like Stratego and Monopoly was one of our favorite. There were other ones, but I kind of forgot their names. Checkers. But chess is really the game that I played like quite a lot, especially in recent years. And now that I'm in Europe, it's kind of exciting to meet a lot of people where playing chess is just like an obsession. Like Ukraine, Russia, I think Romania, all those countries are very much obsessed with playing chess. I remember that when I was part of a chess group in Barcelona. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
So really, I don't think there's any faster move than the Jugada del Pastor, which is a way to kill your opponent with the queen and the bishop in 3 moves. But that is such well-known move that I think most people just stopped using it. And I think at least from my recent readings, I have come with the idea that if you try to evacuate, and there are 2 main things about the beginning part of the game. The first one is to try to control the center, and by the center I mean I'm not gonna use any of the symbols and numbers because I don't really know them that well. But the center is the 4 little squares in the center, and the adjacent squares horizontally and vertically to those. So it's really the 4 main squares plus the 8 squares surrounding the 4 main squares. So if you have a lot of pieces in this places, from the beginning you have an advantage. The other important part about the beginning is, rooks are really not a beginner's piece. They really do a lot of the work, mostly mid-game and end-game. But if you can try to evacuate and try to lay into the ground as many pieces as possible, especially bishop and horses, which are like mostly beginner games pieces, but obviously they have relevance throughout the game. But bishops and horses and pawns are really beginner pieces. Then you have an advantage. You have as many of those pieces in the middle of the game. The other relevant thing is a lot of novice chess players try to use the queen a lot in the beginning, and this could backfire because the queen is such a valuable piece. Then if you try to use it a lot as an attack piece in the beginning, there's nothing a queen can do against a bishop or a pawn or a horse, a knight. That the queen basically has to go back, and this is the worst possible scenario for a chess game, having to spend time backing up with a lot of the pieces. This is so for those reasons, many times it's better to not move the queen too much or just leave it in the back so it's not being attacked and then you spend all this energy in this skirmish between knights, black knights and bishops, and black knights and white knights and horses, and definitely pawns. This is really the ideal scenario for a beginner game. Let me think if I forgot about anything else.